We're back. Oh, jeez, I didn't even see how long. Okay, now I know when to stop recording. I've just been around poking around the juggler and stuff. The guy still inside won't give me the chalice, so let's see if this dude has anything new to
Excuse me,
say.
officer. Shouldn't you be off directing traffic?
Nope, that's nothing new. That's not new. Guess we can ask him about crap again.
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
It's a killer!
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Close enough.
Oh.
Is that all you can say?
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Did we ask him about this stuff before? That doesn't sound familiar, but then again, I don't remember anything.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
I mean...
No, although you juggle like one.
Wait, what?
Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing.
Wait, what?
And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you have it.
Is that...
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur.
Is that what I needed
Hey, you with the balls.
to do what I was...
We?
He only asked about that. Do I need
I'd
to...
like to have another try at juggling.
What
please.
is this?
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Can't believe I forgot this
Okay,
part.
now for my secret weapon.
I have forgotten so much. Good job, George. Oh! Yeah, that one
The
guy.
juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
Grab your balls, son. Get out of here.
and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Wait, that was the one thing that was keeping his attention there? Was the juggler? The jongleur? Well, now that we have a random ball, I guess we can check out this. Which I guess we could have done a long time ago. But just didn't because I'm not... Oh, yeah. This part. Right. I have to remember.
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone.
Also, we're in another sewer.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
Neat.
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
So, if I remember right, that's... that's a little... imagery, like, right in your face.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked. The door was a handsome piece of work.
It makes you wonder why there's a door like that in the sewers and how no one has noticed it, or even thought to have even checked it out.
A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. On the boat
Grr.
was a winching machine.
I thought he was done talking. Sorry. Now, if I remember right, we need to take the...
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
We need to pick up the hook
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Come on, can I... I know what I
The
remember.
inscription was hard
What I
to
need to
read.
do. I need to pick up the...
The hook...
Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to do it with it rolled up. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Is it just not gonna let... Or was this something I needed to do before I could go up there and get the thing? Do I need the chalice now?
On the boat was a winching machine.
Because I need... If I remember correctly, I'm supposed to stick the winch thing onto here, and it's supposed to pull it down. But I'm trying to remember how we do this. I'm trying to remember, maybe I need to get the chalice in order to trigger me being able to use the chain. Because it's not... Yeah, it's just...
The hook...
So let's go look back up at the guy. Let me go talk to the guy real quick and see if he'll give it to me real quick. Well, the guy didn't give me the stupid thing, so let's just keep looking around and see what we can see.
There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. The
Alright.
wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The wall seemed in very poor condition. The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
Well, that makes me wonder if... Can we break it?
It was time for some brutal
There we go.
destruction.
Why was I thinking I needed the winch?
Hey, that's hollow! I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this.
You're dead, George!
There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
Oh, do I need...
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Do I...
Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap. I'd pulled the lever right over.
Can I... use the... Ah, okay. Do I use the chain, attach it to this? Okay, I knew I had to use the chain on something. Like, around one of the walls. I just wasn't remembering the step before it. Huzzah! We have made it. We have done all of the things. Alright, well, let's go in. Oh, yeah! This is, we're at this
There was
part.
a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a glimmer of natural light.
Well, let's go take a look. Bloop. Bloop. Let's see what we can see.
In the beginning was the end. An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
Uh-huh.
In the end will be a beginning. An end to our enemies heralds our new day. Report.
The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more
Jeez.
respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
I wonder if their time is
Global
now.
population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
That guy's amazing.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say, our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results. Not petty bickering. Not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course, my apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Oh, he was.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world!
Wow.
It's a lot to unpack there. But they're born to be free. They're the princes of the universe. It was in my head. Had to do it. Alright, so those guys are basically, I guess, the Templars now, and they're just... It's just a bunch of businessy, governmenty type of people, of course. And they need to find the sword of Baphomet, or the Broken Sword, to have it reforged, because way back in ye yonder days, the guy, when he tried to dissolve the Templars, apparently broke it and lost it or something. Got it? He said it. There was a lot to unpack. And so the guy that's Khan is one of the Hashashin, who is supposedly trying to, I guess, stop them from the way they were saying, and they killed one of their own Templars because that was the dude who was in the hospital that killed Marquet. So, crazy stuff. Oh, there's 3 positions.
I noticed 3 small notches around the edge of the stump's top.
Oh, geez. I wonder what that's for. But let's look at this first. Oh, that just goes straight into that? Okay, it just goes straight into this.
I noticed 3 small notches around the edge of the stump's top.
But it says, non-ominous morariar claurior e tenebris, because I definitely know how to pronounce those words. But, triple thing, what about a tripod?
The tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump.
And what about a gem to go into it?
The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Meanwhile, back in Nico's apartment again.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria. You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
I mean, that makes sense to me. So I guess we gotta go to Marib. Also, George pretty much recapped everything better than I did, so I really didn't need to say anything and use my brain box to talk. So I think what we're gonna do now, once I can get my pointer working...
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, George.
Don't go to Marib. I want to see if we can get the cup. Oh, and he's back. Yay. Is he done polishing the cup?
The priest was still busy with the challenge. Nope.
I guess he's not going to be done until we get done in Syria, because that's how long it takes to polish a cup. So, let's go to Syria, and I remember what goes on here, because we meet some of the canon characters to the series. So let's go to Marib. A few hours later... Oh. We are here with people and bells and cats and stuff and things everywhere.
The stand was being watched by a young boy, maybe 12 years old. The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint. It was the sort of bell you see in hotel receptions. Kind of unexpected here.
Those socks.
There were some great bargains on the shelf, providing you ran a junk museum.
Well, we're going to have to talk to everybody, but the first people I want to talk to is our good old pals in their first introduction.
Embarrassed as I am to admit it, you can spot an American tourist a mile off.
Because we're going to talk to our buddy here. No, no, no. Talk to him. George. Go on. George. Go and talk to Dwayne.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy. I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne? My name's George Stobart.
Dwayne! The buddy! He's our friend! We all remember Dwayne, but this is when we first meet Dwayne. Again! So let's see what he has to say about, I don't know, everything.
I saw a medieval picture of a woman. Royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Fair enough.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
But do you want
to? Do
to?
you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy.
Ooh.
I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please.
The greeting card business, of course.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the prob.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
And stop calling me boy. I'm a man.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera? Kinda lax to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why?
Because
Ow!
I want
You could have
see
warned
you.
me.
You don't mind, do you? George?
Take off your
The
pants.
folks back home will be real interested.
Because they like looking at strange men.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio. Pearl writes the poems for him. You ought to ask her to recite some.
Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
Whoa, that's a really long time. Do you know where this club is?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, have you seen this guy, actually?
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Yep.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
Stop sounding creepy.
Do you know the name Merlin?
Nope.
Well, he's not going to answer anything.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Well, and now let's go meet his wife, Pearl. Hey, Pearl.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Why, sure, precious. Do you know anything about the Knights Templar?
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
Oh, all that hooey.
I've been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
oh, yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Yes. I love how the first thing is no. Yes.
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go. Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the doth.
Classy, isn't it? We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake. Ah,
Wait.
it still touches me. What do you think, George?
It's very specific, isn't it?
You think so? We sell a lot of those, dear.
It's very specific, or is it? Because I'm just saying, as a man who looks at things from every facet, that can be taken many ways. Just saying. Do you have more?
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my
Whale.
husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little? You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
But is Dwayne a spy or something? I'm not believing this head injury thing.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's
Gosh.
okay. It was a long shot.
Gorsh.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a philommenist?
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
Now you're teasing.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
Killer.
No, not really.
He's a stone cold-blooded killer.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
She wants that George D. We all know it.
The merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later.
Well, you better have some, because you need fruit in your diet, sir. Gives you energy and stuff. I don't know.
The stand had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something. The stallholder's face wasn't a great ad for running a kebab stand.
Kebabs?
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do.
Oh, I'm sure they're not that bad.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Moscow.
Look at that face. That face. Well, when we come back, we may buy a kebab. I don't think we can. Because we don't got any money. But we may try to find something to where we can buy a kebab. I don't know. So when we come back, we'll keep looking around Marib and see if we can't figure out this mystery. Till then, y'all take care. And of course, have a good one.